Hey everybody, welcome back to my modern homestead. For those of you who are new here, my name is Janet. Now today we've been busy, or I've been busy. I've got payroll done, I've washed up my jars from where we canned the sausage and all the beans, and I've been to the garden. Did I say payroll? Yeah, I did payroll. But the garden, y'all, that's what I want to talk to you about today. And we're going to do something with some of the stuff I pulled from the garden, but let me show you. Look down here. Look at that, y'all. If you've been following me on Instagram, or you wouldn't see me on Facebook, but Instagram, you would have seen the post where I just posted about these. Oh my goodness, y'all. Never in my life have I harvested so many cucumbers as I have this year. I don't know if it's the soil or what. I actually thought everything was done because I know it's been a month since we've had a real rain. We had a couple sprinkles a few times, but no real sustaining rain. But yesterday, oh my stars, the storms we had. Wow, just crazy. So anyway, today I'm going to take some of these cucumbers because before I've only had one or two bushes and I didn't really have enough of my own cucumbers to do anything with, so I just, whatever, I didn't really care. But I am not wasting these cucumbers. I have way too many. In fact, here in the refrigerator, I have a whole drawer, the big deep produce drawer full of cucumbers. So with some of these, I'm going to make some cucumber bread. And then we're going to make a cucumber soup. And my aunt is from Korea, my Aunt Song. And I remember going up to my grandmother's and she would come over and cook very often when we would go up to visit on the weekends. And I remember her making cucumbers, and I was looking up cucumber recipes, and a Korean cucumber popped up, and it jogged my memory, and I remember those cucumbers being on the table. I don't know if it's the ones I found the recipe for, but I do know that she would go shop at a specialty shop and get different ingredients. So anyway, regardless of whether it's her recipe, the same thing she did or not, we're going to make some. Now for that recipe you would use English cucumbers, but I don't have English cucumbers, so these are just gonna have to do. So are y'all ready to go? We're going to start on the cucumber bread. The first thing we need to do is peel some cucumbers and get the seeds out of them, and then we're going to puree them. Now one thing I've been doing this year is each time I harvest cucumbers and squash, I've been writing down the weight of what I harvest. And look, if I add this one cucumber, it goes over 11 pounds. So I'm just going to estimate today just to be 11 pounds of cucumbers that I have harvested in this one day. So today is 13, 11 pounds of cucumbers. My goodness. Okay, we don't need the whole 11 pounds for this recipe. We're just going to take maybe these. We'll just peel these and de-seed them. And if this works, I'm going to take these and I'm going to try to freeze some of the puree. So anyway, let's get these peeled. Our goal here is to end up with 2 cups of cucumber puree. They smell so good. And I think with the liquid that we're going to drain off, I think I'm going to try that in some water. What y'all think? I think that'll be good. I don't know. We'll see. You can do cucumber slices, so why not just the cucumber liquid that drains off? Slice them in half, and then we're going to take these seeds, use a spoon, and seed the cucumber. Ooh, I've got a little bowl here. Let's see if I can show you. Now see, that is so full of liquid. It's just dripping everywhere because they're fresh, y'all. Cucumbers from a store don't generally do that. At least not that I've ever had. Can't hardly hold on to them. Alrighty. There's that. And going to cut them into chunks. I'll keep some of these seeds for next year, because this was an heirloom variety. But anyway, oh well, you know what? I've got these next to squash. I can't do that. Never mind. They won't grow. They might not grow true cucumbers because they could be cross-pollinated. Anyway, let's just put these in the food processor and do the same thing with the rest of the cucumbers that we did with that cucumber. Okay, y'all, here's the last cucumber, but I don't think that's going to fit into the food processor just yet. So what I'm going to do is slide all this stuff out of the way. Slide y'all over where you can see. Yeah. Got all the cucumbers in here. Sorry about that noise. Now, let's put on the lid. And then we're just going to puree it. Alrighty. Show y'all that in here. Isn't that awesome? That looks like summer in a bowl. Okay, let's pour this out into the colander. Okay, here's the first bit of our cucumber that we pureed. Let's pour it into this colander. Now, I have the big colander, but I got to looking at the puree, and I'm afraid that it'll just go through the big holes. So I got the fine mesh colander, and we'll just pour the puree in here. These big chunks, I'm going to take those out. Good. Then we're going to pour it in here and just let it drain for at least 30 minutes. I'm not worried about my hands. They're clean. This is all going to be baked. Any germs there might be, we're going to kill them. All right. Can y'all hear that? It's draining down the bottom. Now we're going to take the rest of those cucumbers and puree those. See that liquid? All right, let's keep going. Now with cucumbers, I like to chop the ends off because a lot of times these ends can be kind of bitter, and I don't want that in our cucumbers. Lid on, let's go again. Now I'll pulse it to get it all finely chopped, and then I'll puree it. And we'll just pour this out with the rest of it. These are bigger chunks, and I'm actually okay with that. They're going to bake in the bread, so I'm just going to leave them like this. I'm not going to try to get them finer. See, they're not big chunks, but they're bigger than the puree. I think they'll be fine. Okay, while we're waiting on this to drain, let's go give some of this to the chickens and turkeys and pigs. Goodness, it's so bright and pretty out here today. There's my corn, my Mac. Hey, buddy. Hey, baby. Come on, let's go feed the chickens. There are the bushes all of this came off of. Come, babies. Come outside. Hey, babies. Are you wanting a treat? Want a treat? Look what I got. Look what I got. Yeah. Here. Turkeys are next. Hey, babies. Hey, turkey babies. Y'all want a treat? Y'all want a treat? You ready? Look at here. Look at here. Yeah. There's a cucumber in. Loves. Okay, well, since y'all don't want it, I'll take the rest to the pigs. Bye, babies. Bye, babies. Hey, loves. You want a treat? Come on. Come on. Yeah. Here's a little bit. Let's go. Let's go. Yeah. Yeah. Y'all like treats. I know, y'all like treats. Oh, what did I do? Let's see. Can I do this with one hand? Can't see what I'm doing. Hope I got it in there. All right. All right, kiddos. Sorry I didn't make it in your trough. Did Matt get some? Did you get some, Matt? Y'all don't mind it, do you? I'm not scared of it a bit. All right, babies, y'all enjoy it. I gotta go make the bread. See you later. Alrighty. I have here about 1 cup of water, and I'm going to take about 1/8 of a cup. Let's make it about 1/4 of a cup of the liquid from the cucumbers. I'm going to add in a splash of strawberry extract and This is the super sweet blend from Trim Healthy Mama. It's just stevia and erythritol. And do about a half of a spoon of that because this stuff is really sweet. Then we're going to mix it up and add some ice. I don't have a recipe for this. I'm just making it up as I go. Let's go get the ice. All right, let's check it out and see. Isn't it pretty? That's really refreshing. It has a stronger cucumber flavor. You get a hint of the strawberry and just a hint of sweetness. I like it. It's going to be perfect with lunch. All right, let's get ready to put this bread together. Let's look at what we've got. We've got, of course, the peeled and seeded and shredded cucumbers. Then we've got 3 eggs hiding over back here. That's just 2 of them. Then we have 1 cup of vegetable oil, 2 cups of white sugar, 1 teaspoon of vanilla extract, 1 cup of coarsely chopped nuts, 3 cups of all-purpose flour, a tablespoon of ground cinnamon, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, and 1/2 teaspoon of salt, 1/4 of a teaspoon of baking powder, 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground nutmeg. I actually don't have it measured out because I have the actual nuts. We need to microplane those, and or not all of them, just enough to make 1/8 of a teaspoon, and then 1/8 of a teaspoon of ground cloves. So let's get started. The first thing we need to do is to place the cucumbers that have been drained. Actually, you know what, before I do that, let's go ahead and put the eggs in here and give them a bit of a stir before we add anything to them. One, 2, and 3. Now, I don't like having raw eggs all over my hands, so I'm going to go wash. Okay, so let's just lightly beat these. Then I'm going to add in the cucumbers. I didn't even measure that. Have mercy. That's close enough to 2 cups, right? Yeah, we'll say so. The vegetable oil. The sugar. The vanilla extract. And the pecans. Let me stir this before I add the pecans in. That might have been too much cucumber, but it'll be all right. It's just bread. Alyssa measured out all these ingredients while I was eating lunch, so if it doesn't work, we'll just blame it on her, right? No, we wouldn't do that. I don't think she'd appreciate that too much. All right, let's add in the pecans. Pecans. I cannot say pecan. I don't like it. Okay. Now, just mix that up really well. Then over here, we're going to mix together the flour, the cinnamon, the baking soda, and the salt and baking powder. Cloves. Then we're going to take a nutmeg and just grate in some of it. Not a lot because the recipe only calls for 1/8 of a teaspoon. That smells so good. Oops. mixing. Well, that's just my dry ingredients. That smells good. It's so pretty. I've never seen nutmeg ground before. Isn't that pretty? Okay, enough of that. Now we're just going to whisk this together just to get it all combined really well. And then we're going to stir it into the cucumber mixture. Alright, let's mix this into the cucumber mixture. So let's just add this in here. Make sure y'all are recording. Okay. Now, this you do not have to mix super well, just until everything is incorporated and you do not see any more dry flour. Oops. And it says spoon it in. I don't have time to spoon it in. Let's just pour it. One. Of course, we're going to drip it on the counter, and that'll be all right too. Ooh, it smells good, y'all. There we go. I hope this works and I hope we like it. I really want to try freezing some cucumbers, so we'll have this another time. And I can let y'all know if that works. Alright. This pan's a little fuller than the other one, but that's okay. There we go. Let's put it into a 325-degree oven for 50 minutes to 1 hour, or until a toothpick inserted into the center comes out clean. Before we do that, let's taste it. Don't worry about that raw egg. Ooh, yum. I hope it's as good when it comes out of the oven. Okay, we're cleaning up everything, and I've taken the leftover juice, and I'm going to put these in the freezer so that we can have drinks another day. Okay, the timer is just about to go off for the bread, so I've got my toothpick. We're going to check it before we pull it out. Why are y'all so crooked up here? Okay, let's check it. Oh, I hear you. Oh, wee, y'all. Can y'all even see that? My goodness, that's pretty. See, it's just on the phone, so I haven't even had a chance to look at it, but my goodness, it smells good and it's pretty. I think it can go for about another 10 minutes. It's still pretty wet. Pardon my dirty pot holders. Now this timer is just about to go off again. And while we're waiting, I just want to tell you that the other cucumber recipes that I've mentioned, I'm not going to put them in this video. We will make new videos for those, so be watching if you're interested in those. But let's check this. Ew, it's still too wet. Let's give it another 10 minutes. That recipe was way off. Let's check it again. Are we recording? Yeah. Give it about 5, maybe 3 more minutes. It's almost there. I'm going to go ahead and pull out the small one. dark. Surprised it made such a dark bread. I guess it's all the cinnamon. Yeah, that's perfect. So we leave this for 10 minutes to cool before we actually put it on a cooling rack and take it out of this pan. Let's go ahead and pull out this other one. Yum. So good. Isn't that so pretty, y'all? Y'all, what you think? Thank y'all so much for joining me today. I hope you've enjoyed this recipe. I hope you get to try it. I have nibbled along the edges, I have to admit it. And y'all, it is so good. Y'all have to try this recipe, especially if you have a ton of cucumbers that you're trying to figure out what to do with. So you all, I love it when you come and spend a few minutes with me. So until we meet again, may you be blessed. Love you guys. Surely nobody will notice that there's a whole slice missing, right? Shh, it's our little secret. Mmm. Mmm. Y'all. Come make it. Those nuts, don't leave them out. That's the magic. I don't know what it tastes like. Spice cake maybe? Kinda. It tastes good. Just trust me.